James Thomas, I'm here. This is going to be great, guys. You got to look for it. Apple TV Plus. I still keep thinking about the dancing that goes on in the old. That's something I love that. Today I have Craig Schultz, and I've also got Raymond S. Percy. We have a brand new one coming out, and it's called Snoopy Presents Franklin Comes Home. And the kids gonna love it. I want to still watch it too. I'm still a kid at heart too. So let me start off with you, Craig. How did you keep things going?
You got to see this special. You're going to love this thing. I mean, this is all about this poor inner city kid that's, dad is in the military. He's moving place to place and he lives out of a suitcase. And he finds out that now they're rolling down Route 66. And they come to this crazy neighborhood and he sees a kid sitting in a pumpkin patch and a girl in a psychiatric booth and a crazy dog. And he's thinking to himself, how am I going to fit in with this neighborhood? I've never been in a crazy place like this. But his grandfather's given him a little cheat sheet book that he looks at and tells him all the tips, open with a funny joke, smile, don't say anything stupid. And he's got to blend in. And we find out that how he's going to do that becomes the basis of the story, how people can get along.
Sounds like me in fifth grade, switching from one school to another.
Totally.
Yeah. Raymond, tell us about directing this and putting all this together.
So, when I first read the script, what I loved about it was we got to see these kids become friends in real time. And I had this awesome crew, this company called Wild Brain Studios up in Vancouver. And all the artists there were just as passionate about this project as me. Just like you said, like we all can relate to the idea of being the new kid, being the one that's different. And how do you fit in? How do you fit in a way without giving up who you are? And I think that that's what happens in this special. We get to see Franklin at first try to just put on like a brave face and be extra friendly, but then he lets his guard down. And by doing that, the kids get to connect with him on a more real way, and he gets to have really much deeper friendships.
Craig, how did you pick Raymond to direct this?
And he came to our studio. God, it's been what, 4 years now, Raymond? I don't know, it's been a long time ago when he came to the studio. And you come to the studio and you sit underneath all the characters. We have pictures of all the characters up there, all looking down at you, putting all the pressure, and you think, okay, this is the world you're in right now. Don't screw it up.
Yeah.
And so we put a lot of faith in Raymond, and he proved us how talented he truly was. When we came in and did the first special, and he put his touch on it, and yet still stayed true to what my dad had done and what Bill Melendez had done and Lee did. So I know it was a huge challenge for him, the same way it was a challenge for myself and my son and Neil to live up to what my dad had done. And he hit a home run with it.
Loved every second of it.
Raymond, I'm going to ask you this question, and then Craig, I want you to chime in at the end. What do you want the audience to take away from this?
I think for me, it's about when people get together, they realize how much they actually have in common. We're always arguing about things, but there's so much more we have in common. And on top of that, the things that are different about us, we can actually grow from and learn from each other rather than kind of push against. Those are, to me, the two big things that I'd like people to get out of this.
Craig?
Coincidentally, when Franklin was introduced back in 1968, Harry Glickman had written my dad a letter about, introducing a black character into the comic strip world, which he had never done before, no one else had done before. And he took the challenge up. He figured the timing was appropriate for it. And in this special, the way the world is right now with the turmoil and no one getting along and all the divisiveness, I think the timing couldn't be better for this, to realize that, hey, we can get along if we just really look at the essence of who we are and not look at, kind of what we do and that sort of thing. And I think Franklin meeting Charlie Brown can show that two worlds that are totally different can still blend together and form a good, solid friendship.
It's almost like I'm still seeing that picture. If we get the whole world to be a part of that dance scene with everybody.
Yep.
That would be great. It really would. Snoopy Presents Welcome Home Franklin. Raymond S. Percy, if I'm saying that right, is director. And I have Craig Schultz, son of Peanuts creator Charles Schultz. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Perfect timing, especially during Black History Month. Thank you again, Apple TV Plus. Looking forward to seeing this.
Thank you.
Thank you. This was fun.